Hello and welcome back to the Dodgeball World Championships in Graz, Austria. I'm Brew Cousins and I'm joined by my good friend Fi.
Hello everybody, my name is Fi. I've been a little bit of everything this tournament, but now I'm a commentator. I've been reffing and playing and volunteering. But today we got the final game of the finals. This is the 2024 World Cup in Dodgeball. This is the biggest historic event in Dodgeball history ever.
The most number of teams, all the continents, everybody's here. Everybody is so excited. The atmosphere is electric.
Yeah, it's been magical, honestly. And this is it. This is the final game. We got the Austrian mixed team against the English mixed team. I mean,
two of the top nations. Austria have been in all of the cloth finals.
They have been.
And England have a historied career full of trophies.
Yeah.
Many trophies in the cabinet. Who is your money on here? We've got the Austrian Eagles and the England Lions.
Exactly. I mean, it is worth to mention that Austria's already gotten home 2 gold so far, both in the men's and the women's. We'll see if they do it in the mixed as well. They are looking stronger than I've ever seen them throughout the 10 years I've been watching Dodgeball. So I'm not quite sure what's going on this World Cup. They're on a completely different level. But you know, it's England, and England been winning everything for so many years as well. I can't quite, I'll say like maybe 55% on Austria right now. How about you? What are your expectations going on right now?
I think it's going to be a really close game. I think Austria, home advantage, have to be the favourites though.
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking as well. Maybe we got a little bit more cheer for Austria in the crowd this time around because of home nation. We are in Graz, a few hours away from Vienna. So might that have to do something with it. We're just quickly going to talk about the road for these two teams. They made it up here so far. Do you have that record on hand for us? All right. Yeah.
No worries.
We have a special someone in our ear telling us what to do. So just to make sure we got that perfect shot. So England.
England came through the group stage. They were up against.
They've been having rough games as well.
They've had some tight games. From the group stages onwards, in fact.
Yeah. But they've been doing real well. They've been winning their games. They've got that little edge, right? They got that little edge of discipline, little edge of experience that gets them over the board, that always gets them the win at the end of the day. They've been doing real well.
They had the toughest game for them in the groups was the Czech Republic. And then moving through the groups, Austria had Canada, Wales, Germany and Serbia. Wales putting up a good fight there as well as Canada. And then each team has won their round of 16, the quarterfinals and semis to bring themselves here today for Dodgeball. I'm so excited, here we go.
Right now, shout out to the refs going on right now. We got head ref Bruno, and assistant ref James. They'll be doing this final game. And then we got the 4 line refs coming up right after as well. We got 4 Italian line refs. This is going to be a great set of refs. They're all super experienced.
Whilst we're introducing the refs, it's worth doing a quick recap of the rules. So in Dodgeball, there's 3 main ways you can get out, right?
Right.
So the first is if you're hit out, where a ball strikes you before it touches the ground or anything else.
And you're hit everywhere. There's no free areas, no free hands, no free heads. You're hit everywhere. You can even hit a friend of yours and then hit yours, and you're still out as well, as long as it doesn't touch a dead area.
Right, so if the ball comes and hits you, and I'm on your team, and it bounces off and hits me...
then we're both out.
Okay.
And then the second one would be if you're less players on court at the end of the set. That's another way you could... win the set, is if the opponent have more players on court than you at the end of the 3-minute set. That's another way you could lose the set.
Yep, so there's the 2 ways you can win the set is by eliminating the other team entirely, and the second way is to have more players on that court by the end of time. The 3 ways of being hit out are being hit out or going out, are being hit out, being caught out, or line faulting. You've got to stay within the confines of the court, and you've got to stay your side of the court, apart from those centre lines which you're seeing in the middle. where there's a neutral zone which both teams are allowed in, and that's where a lot of the action occurs.
That's where the story begins. You see those yellow lines everywhere on court. You touch them, you're out, unless it's their own neutral zone. And then obviously a catch is when you throw a ball at your opponent and they catch it and they're somewhere have ball control of it, you're deemed out. They also get to bring a teammate in if there's somebody in.
Two-player switch, so it's a big move.
Catch is a big move in dodgeball, exactly. It's called dodgeball, but there's a lot of throwing and catching that takes place here.
So we have the England Lions coming out, being applauded by their teammates and the crowd. We have Thomas Ward, Matthew Josiah, Stephen Dumbe, Charlotte Josiah, Abby Gower, Lauren Hems, Fred Koenig, Nathan Christopherson, Dan Evans, Alex Harrison, Finlay Britnell-Craven, Alice Bensignore, and Gallagher on at the end there, as well as Imi Sharp.
And three more coaches and medical staff, all part of the team. And for Team Austria coming out right now.
And the crowd are on their feet, clapping their hands, waving their flags. Andy Koch leading the team out, number 7. Housey up next, number 8. Their star player and winger, Stefan Leitinger. Karina Buddha. Lisa Leichfried. And that's Magdalena Metzler. Next up we got Anna Maria Polony and Nikki Kremser. Followed by Sebastian Mitterauer and Shaba Schmidt. Matthias Krenmüller and Lukas Decker. Sebastian Grill and Teresa Mühlbach.
I think it's quite important to mention that I've already done that once, but they've just come off 2 wins already in both their disciplines, and now they're mixing it together with the mixed category.
Now, is that going to be a benefit or a disadvantage? Because some of these players have just played in a final. They have the momentum, maybe, but perhaps they have fatigue.
You're expected at this level to be able to play out through the entire day with 100% stamina. So
that's difficult in this heat.
Oh yeah, well, you guys heard about the heat, you guys heard about the mob. It's going to come out a few times today as well. We got fans cooling us off, but not the players.
Yep, there's a heat warning here in Graz, Austria. 32-degree heat out today, and it's hot in the arena too. Players will be perspiring. A lot of effort will be shed on the court, sorry.
I love the high fives going on right now. These two teams, they've known each other for like years and years. They usually end up in finals. This year, no different. It's just a lot of fun. Here's the high fives for the refs as well. Well deserved.
One of the best things about dodgeball is the community and the sense of sportsmanship. And that's one of the ways we display it.
Fully agree. Yeah, I love it. Like, I'm expecting super fair games today. I think hopefully it's going to be like obviously a heated game in the sense that it's going to be close in score, but at the end of it, I think it's going to be fair game. Everybody knows each other again. We'll see some great dodgeball. This is dodgeball at its peak again. Like it does not get better than this.
2 of the best teams in Europe and indeed the world, and all of these players playing in the top leagues really that we have in the world. There's really competitive leagues in England and Wales, and there's a really competitive league that takes place in Vienna in Austria.
We're going to try our best to keep up with you, chat, but make sure that you keep chatting us, ask us your questions, let us know if you're wondering anything, and we'll respond as fast as possible, especially if we butcher a name or mispronounce something or we say something wrong. We're offset, first set off.
England winning the rush and passing 3 back, but they're loose at the back of court. 2 players running up court. The third ball still at the back. They're faking at the front. They're not sure what to do.
It's a bit messy.
The 1 ball waits, comes down the middle. 2 balls were thrown,
attack.
and Austria might be able to convert this into an advantage because they've got 4 balls.
I mean, mid-ball was never even contested.
2 balls thrown at Josiah. They've got a man out early.
First hit of the set of the finals.
Second shot, down low at Ward on the wing. Hits the ground first, no hit. Second ball coming in off the wing on Bonsignore.
Leitinger gets that second hit.
Thomas Ward trying to respond there with a counter, but Andy Cox safely blocks.
Great response, but also great block in that case.
A couple of fakes from England, but a pre-throw comes in on Ward from the wing. Leitinger with the hit, Austria's star man.
Leitinger got 2 hits already.
Once he gets on a roll, it's horrible to play against him.
We've seen him duel a lot of players. We can't really say that too many others came on top of those duels. We'll see if Thomas Wood is able to do anything different next set.
It looks like this set could be gone already, and we're only halfway through it. Hard place to turn it around from, but we have 2 strong catchers left in for England. Pre-throw in from Brett to the middle. Andy Koch with a safe block. They're looking to spend 3 on him.
They spend all 3 balls on him. But Brett Koning, being the dodger that he is, also the catcher that he is.
Fantastic
Josiah gets the hit.
And Brett, putting himself in danger at the front of court, is now out as well.
First hit on Austria.
2 ball attack on Josiah is high.
Great dodge. She looks down. All 3 balls go up high. She goes for a safe throw at Leitinger. Not sure if throwing at ball right now is the correct move.
I think she'll be looking to keep herself in near the back of court, make a catch perhaps. Yes, not quite making her way into the center zone there.
We see Leitinger in middle already, making sure to rest him as much as possible when it's needed. It's a smart tactic. If you're worried about your fatigue, it makes sense that you rest when you have the chance.
Well, especially in that situation, they had 4 balls there, didn't they? And they have a powerhouse of a women's team. They just won the final in the women's cloth category, so they can rely on those ladies to make throws and to make hits.
We saw a great replay yesterday when we had 3 Austrian ladies versus, I believe it was Team America, and we should never count the 3 Austrian ladies out. They turned a 3v6 around. It was phenomenal to watch. So the Austrian ladies are forced to be reckoned with.
And that's why they're champions.
And that is why they're champions. Here we see the replay of the... We're back to the action now, though. Josiah gets that first hit on Leitinger.
Big play.
Huge for the team. This means a lot.
You can hear the England fans urging them on.
A release of the 4th ball, but lucky enough it jumps back. They switch balls out. Thomas, so catching out or... Yeah, catching out. I believe the first was hit. The second was a bounce, but the first was a hit. And that's enough to get Andy Koch out of the game.
3v5. No, 3v3.
They throw 2 balls.
2 separate targets.
Oh, wow.
Finding 2 hits there.
Wow, 3v3. That's how quickly it turns around in dodgeball.
Don't take your eyes off this action.
It just happened again. We just went from 3v5 to 3v2 to Austria.
Austria coming up with a 3-ball press.
Josiah throws the ball out of the air.
Why would he do that, Fai?
I believe it makes sense in the sense that he's going for the catch. But now, unfortunately enough, he's shown his hand. Now we know what he's going for next time as well.
Maybe he'll switch it up next time. We'll see.
It's the correct call to make.
At the wing.
Josiah pumping them back. He's holding back the entire Austrian line.
Play 2 called. They've got to release 2 balls now.
He does it again, and he gets the catch.
Bringing back in his teammate, Thomas Ward. However, the second ball hit him, and he takes a walk to the outbox because of that.
That's a great throw, but it did hit the head. No ailments. Anyway, earlier Josiah showed us his hand, and he does the move again, but he gets the catch this time around. Great move by Josiah. And a hit.
Teresa jumping down onto the floor, flattening her body, but the dodge was tracked really well by the throwing team, and they get the 2 points for that set win.
Second set, 2-2. I think a lot of these sets are just going to go even up like this. Again, England won by just 2 players right there.
We're seeing the power that a catch gives you in a set. It can really turn things around.
Well said, especially when you get Mr. Ward back in on court. England with 3 balls.
Cross-court
early weird cross-court done by Josiah. He gets the hit. It's just too hard to get away from that.
Bundles his teammate off court there, though.
But a 1-for-1 no matter. Great block by Andy Cobb.
2 balls released. Andy Koch finding his way down into the corner of the court, using that space, making his body as small as possible. 4 balls for Austria. They spend 2 on Koenig, who was without a ball to protect himself. He jumps over them.
Here's the thing about getting Koenig out right now. He wouldn't be first in line to get back in on court.
Good time to get him out then, you'd say.
Exactly. What we call bury him down. You get a few plays out and then you get Koenig out. That way you kind of secure him never getting back on court again. We see smiles by Leitinger. Not quite sure why, but the good mood is always appreciated.
He just loves dodgeball.
Well, he's damn good at it as well.
Gets himself
Almost
the
with
throw
the
on
catch.
board.
He places himself perfectly. Big applause to Ward, but like well shot by Leitinger as well. Great block by Hems.
Yeah, you could see the real zip he put on that ball. Super fast. Some of these players can throw it over 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Like if you're at the top level, I'd be thinking it's like 70, you know.
In kilometers, that would be 120 kilometers an hour, approximately.
Yeah, I can't do that math.
It's quite an easy conversion if you almost know it.
Another cross-court throw there. What you're trying to do with a cross-court is catch somebody unawares because you're mostly looking straight ahead of you because that's where the immediate and closest threat is.
That's where the big danger is. Here's the thing about the timer right now. We got only 40 seconds left, but England is chasing, and it's a little bit hard chasing when so little time left because every choice you make, it just matters a little bit more.
They won't panic though. All their experienced players here.
And you get that hit. It's a 3v3. England is no longer chasing.
In fact, they're tied up. And we are tied up in the game as well, 2 frames each.
But they did need to release 2 balls to get the Austrian out, and therefore Austria themselves had 4 balls.
Which they used to their advantage, sending Hems to the outbox with a 2-ball attack. 2 balls released from England, giving ball possession, majority of balls to Austria. They got 3 balls. They're going to release 1 at Josiah, making a hit on the legs.
England chasing at 10 seconds is a little bit rough, and Brett Koenig knew what that meant. Another set for Austria.
I'm loving the fierce competition in every frame this far.
As I mentioned earlier, I really think every single set is going to go down this closely again. Here's a replay of that accidental push out. And here's that counter on Josiah. Well done, Leitinger.
Safely blocking and pushing up the court and making a counter. Hit.
England winning 3rd ball again. This time,
hit on Teresa on the
not
floor.
quite sure. Yeah, it
and
was
then
a bounce.
bounced up. Lisa makes the catch.
No catch called. Ref is pausing because he was a little bit unsure. They didn't know if it was a hit and catch or hit bounce and then catch. And in that case, that catch didn't count. As I was saying earlier, this set, Austria won last set with only 2 plays up. I think that's how every set is just going to go. That's the cross-court that you spoke about earlier. But Thomas Woods with the counter. Sorry, Josiah with the counter on Andy. I'm so used to seeing Mr. Wood on number 6.
Yeah, England loading their lineup with powerful throws here, but a big target for a middle player.
They released 2 ball. It might be the correct thing to do here. Brett arguing for a hit. No ref called it though. That's really the only thing that matters here. A double hit on 2 of the English boys, but they do get lighting it out for it. We'll see if the whistle was before and after the hit.
Play continues until the referee blows the whistle, is that right?
Exactly. No matter what's happening, ref decides when ball stops counting. We see the replay here. Sorry, we see the players talking to each other here. There's a lot going on. I believe they're just discussing
Das
if...
Gewechselte kommt als Letzte, aber da der Stefan auch noch abgeschossen wurde, da hinter ihm. Genau. Weil der Stefan war noch ab.
They're talking in...
We switched it out.
So I think there's a sub coming. That's perhaps because of an injury.
She's walked off court, so yeah, she hurt herself. But she
Oh, Andy Cox says his knee is not working well.
Oh dear, I hope he's okay.
Therefore, the injury sub should go into the box. That's how it would work. If anyone like line faults or anything, as soon as you walk off court,
So in the instance where like a player's injured and they can't continue, they move to the outbox and then a sub is allowed to be made?
Yeah, there's a few rules about that. If you're injured on court but you never get hits, you're allowed to tap in with the first person of the same gender that's already in the outbox. If that's not the case, then you get to move to the outbox and they play, to the player box, and they move in another player from the player box to the outbox and putting that player in the court in that sense.
Okay. But always on court, at the start of a set, it's just going to be 6 players for both teams, right?
Exactly. 3 of each gender.
Time, injury, and then I went there. But all of this before the whistle.
There's a lot of talk here.
I like it when referees call the line refs in to make the decision, because that way they're getting what everybody saw.
Yeah, I do agree it's a little bit more secure, a little bit more confident in the call. If you got, 4 pair of eyes rather than the 12 pair of eyes, it's a big difference.
Phenomenal effort from all of the voluntary refereeing team across the length of this 7-day tournament. Yourself one of them, in fact.
Myself one of them. 7 days was only the playing, but we've been volunteering for a little bit more than that. We've been walking out, setting up the courts. We had an entire different court as well, a different venue, sorry. There's a lot working on. There's a lot of people to thank. Whenever you see one of them, just grab their hand or buy them a drink or whatever you do. Tell them thank you, because without these people, it's just not possible.
We need referees in this sport to help grow the game. So to encourage them is fantastic.
At the same time, I do wish that we would live in a perfect world where referees weren't even needed, maybe just for the rule set, but not for the actual games.
Yeah, well, dodgeball is a sport where it's very much based on honesty. You need to walk out if you feel that you've been hit. If the ball clips you, then that's a hit, and you need to be taking the walk to the outbox. Otherwise, it's not really winning, is it?
It seems like the referees finally decided what's going on. They've gathered all 6 referees, a captain of each team, and a coach from each team. They're all part of the conversation now. There's about 10 people talking. We'll see what they say. Final decision went through.
Sorry? The call is she's not coming. Substitute player stays in the outbox because she went out.
Okay, we're going to recommence play with 4 England Lions versus 2 Austrian Eagles.
There's a hit. on England. Austria is chasing, but they got almost 2 minutes. They need one more hit to tie this up. They got 2 balls at Koning, but Koning is a master blocker. Master dodger for that matter as well.
2 balls.
Same actions there.
That's not going to be good enough to get Kremser out, though. They were both at different times, making it a bit easier for her to react and block those safely.
3 balls thrown at Brett Koning.
Mitterauer almost trying to take his head off there. Brett ducking down to the ground.
Mitterauer did get a headshot himself early on, but that was by Ward.
1 player advantage to England.
We still hear the referee calling out a few of these plays. There are 50 seconds left on this. They need a hit. But there's a hit. There's a hit for hit, and it's hard to determine if it was worth it or not. We got 2 English ladies for the 1 Austrian boy.
They still have advantage. It's how many players are left on court when those 3 minutes end.
And here's that.
Mitterauer looking to counter Hems. Just flies past of her head by an inch.
It felt like he aimed for the retriever almost there.
Looking to counter. Josiah hit in the face. Mitterauer, almost got countered back by Hems. 1 player versus 1 player.
He says, I'd rather take the draw now.
Oh!
Another headshot.
That's gotta hurt.
And the catch. Technically bringing Andy Kopp back on court. Once again, just like I mentioned, I think every single one of these sets are going down to 1 or 2 players at the end of it. There's just no clear domination anywhere. Yes, Austria is winning 2 sets, but as you guys can see, it's by very little.
Yeah, all of these sets have been close, haven't they? Both teams fighting tooth and nail.
Josh Fuller, yeah, he's a great beta. Phenomenal beta. It's an early hit on lighting, and it's only been 10 seconds.
And we're seeing Shaba Smith, new sub, come in for Austrian Eagles. Josiah hit out in the chest. She might have wanted to catch that one. That's her normal catching zone there.
It is, but there wouldn't be anyone to catch in. So perhaps a few more dodges and then the catch.
Yeah, that would be tactically more sound. What happens if she were to make a catch when there are 6 players in there?
The catch is still valid, and it's great to get the player out. However, you don't get your friend in because there's nobody out yet.
Meanwhile, sub Shaba Smith has been hit high up court.
That's a great catch on Josiah. He puts his hands to his face. He knows what that means. It means lighting us back on court. And you never won lighting her back on court.
He's asking for clarity on what's happened there.
A little bit of clarity. He says, this is the second time Thomas Wall does that. It's where he catches and then line falls. But the catch is still valid, getting Leitinger out. It's 4v4, but 3 balls for England.
So you're saying he made the catch there and then line faulted. So he gets the player out for the catch. He gets a player back in for the catch, but then he is out because of the line fault afterwards.
Exactly, precisely said. It's exactly what happened, and I do believe England are happy with that.
They are 4v4 now.
Early pre-throw, 5 balls to England. They do get a player out for it. Ref resets, maybe another injury, or maybe just the mop.
Highlight of this frame so far was the catch by 94. New Barra for Austria.
3 balls for Austria. She gets the hit. She throws on ball, which is a safe bet, but she goes through the... Another hit. They throw 2 balls at her because they know that Austrians can't do anything with 4 balls anyway. They've only 2 people on court.
Well, they're going to release 2 because the refs called play 2. They've got 5 seconds to do so. No hits.
Coning again, just like I mentioned earlier. Great at dodging, great at blocking.
So much lateral movement by He's pressing up the court. He's got
That
himself
wasn't-
out.
Yeah, that wasn't quite worth it for Andy. He really wanted that hit. I think he was betting on himself surviving afterwards, but a 1-for-1 with England is loving that. 2 balls going at Nicole.
That was impressive bravery by Lauren Hems for England, staying high up the court, ensuring that the player she traded with went out.
Great hits. Great throws by Nicole, but Josiah's just dodging a little bit better right now.
And a good block there. Pressing the court, her teammates telling her, slow down,
Brett
we're going to
says-
win by time.
Brett says enough, we can win on time. Broke it down perfectly.
That brings the score to 6-4 to Austria.
Just want to mention again, England just won with 1 player right there. The score isn't quite showing how incredibly close this is. It's 6-4.
Tight margins in every set thus far, I think.
6-4 to Austria. Super tight margins.
Hotly contested rush there. Middle ball actually won by Austria this time. Nice lateral movement by Josiah. Comes.
We do see
Out to
Schmidt
the wing.
again for the 2nd set in a row now. Subbed out for Endikov.
Will he be able to survive a bit longer in the middle now?
I don't remember last time I saw Brett being hit. He's been dodging everything so far. That ball is flying. Thomas Woods' throws are so strong and accurate. Ref pausing time. What are we looking for again? The mop.
Of course it's the mop.
Of course it's the
And
mop.
everybody loves the mop. Some of the biggest cheers in this tournament have been for the mop.
We saw that quick replay of Schmidt dodging. Great dodger, even though he's huge.
Oh, he's so flexible though. He's
so flexible
springy,
and
isn't he?
strong.
Cross court, safely blocked.
Austria going up with 3 balls. Koning blocking, said not today. I mean, just
Line fault at the back.
I didn't quite catch that one, but the line ref decides what happens. It was a great throw by Schmidt for the record, but
Oh, another fantastic brave trade
see,
by the England lady. She
This is
raises her hand in triumph.
she's happy. That's what I love about mixed category as well. Sometimes the 1v1 is a little bit more worth it for some others.
Yes, well played Alice there.
Good job, Alice.
Jabba Smith crouching down low, lets one ball sail over him and blocks the other.
Lighting a great throw, but Hem's just too good with the block right now.
Single ball released at Shabba.
Risky block. That could have gotten into a teammate there.
Yes.
4 balls for Austria.
So he could have got one of his teammates out if he blocked it into them, right?
That is true.
But equally, if he blocked it up and they made a catch,
Then that would have been great for the team, yes.
meanwhile...
Because that ball is never dead until it touches a dead object.
Yes.
Great block again. 2 balls, 1 ball thrown at cameraman.
Ouch.
England raising their hands, wondering if that was an invalid or not. Invalid is when it's more than a meter away from the player, and none of the refs thought it was. England is chasing at 20 seconds, a little bit too rough. But again, we don't see Brett being hit yet. England needs 2 catches here.
Instead, they get hit out, and it's 1v5. Not enough time left.
But if there's anybody, it's Brett. And timer ends. He got the 1 hit, he got lighting it out. Maybe for the morale, it's important. This is for the record, the first time we... No, never mind, actually. It's still just a 2-player difference. We had Brett still on court and 3 Austrians, So technically, to play different. Here we see that catch pop up in the air that you spoke about earlier, that if they caught it, they would have gotten a play. Here's that hit on Leitinger, more or less just for the morale. Oh, we see 4 Austrians on court, you're right. This is the first time we see a 3-player difference at the end of the set.
I think it's been a fixture of this game so far. All the frames have been close, all the sets have been close. And we're seeing great survival by Koenig on the left wing for England Lions.
You have to remind me, last time I saw him here, I can't remember when. They take a short time out here because there's a 90-second set coming up right now.
So why is it a 90-second set then, Fi?
That's when the time has gone below 1 minute and 59 seconds, or technically below 2 minutes. That's when you're only allowed a 90-second set because there's a 30 seconds reset of the balls, of the players, some water here and there.
So in between each frame, there's 30-second pause to allow balls to be reset, any subs to be made.
Exactly.
Okay.
Allow the refs to talk together. That 30 seconds is super important for everything. Therefore, 90-second set is about to be played right now. And it matters a lot because England don't want to walk into the second half with 4-10 down. They'd rather be 6-8 down. So this set matters a lot to England. You'd rather chase 1 set rather than 3.
And of course, the first hit is crucial. And it's made a double hit, in fact.
And it's a catch on Brett Koenig because it was an unlucky cross court.
Oh my goodness. So we see
Josiah again.
It bounces onto his teammate, Bonsignore.
We see Josiah again doing that play where he throws up the ball in the air.
Well, they're looking to chase the set now. He needs to make catches.
That's the thing about 90-second set. You only got 1 minute left and they got 3 plays to get out.
That really hurt them right at the start. 3 players out. Another one now with that 2-ball attack, nice and high on Josiah.
Yeah.
Really difficult to make a catch.
It's a bit
when
hard.
It's that high.
Both of them are high, honestly. In all fairness, it's the player number 30.
Mitarawa.
Hard name for me to pronounce, but Mitarawa saying fair play, you did get me. Here's that first catch that England needed. They only got 25 seconds left. They only need 1 hit or to tie up, or that's the hit. No, never mind.
Not quite. Just sailed by Shabba Smith.
They needed a catch to lead or a hit to tie.
And Apolloni safely dodging that pre-throw.
That's the catch and hit, but it was on the same place, so it didn't quite matter too much. And of course, it mattered. They got 1 second and England takes it. Unlucky, but amazing catch by Josiah. Unreal play.
What was so impressive, I thought, was that he leaned outside of his body, reaching his hands out to make that catch.
I completely agree. That was way out of his box. That was way out of his comfort zone. But that's why he's in the finals, playing the finals, because his box is just a little bit bigger than what we're used to seeing.
I don't know. I've seen you make some of those catches outside of your body before, Fi.
I've not been able to, no. I stick to my box. It's a little bit bigger than my own box, bigger than my knees. But he just went into somebody else's box, caught it there.
So when you're talking about your box, is this like a space like sort of between your nipples and your thighs?
Somewhere like that, between my shoulder and my knees, I would say. But it gets a little bit bigger for each person. Here we see that replay on the two ball high. Here's him being fair, saying, "Oh, you did get me on the inside thigh," even though all the other refs missed it. You see a thumbs up from one of the line refs saying, "Here's that catch we're gonna see right now," because there's a bounce on Leitinger. That's one of the first catches.
Brilliant from Helms.
Just amazing.
This slow-mo catch outside of the body.
That is an uncomfortable catch. That's nowhere near him. You should dodge that ball. Josiah said, "No, I need a catch."
Big catch for the team. Means that they come into the second half only one set down.
And that's a great difference between 1 and 3 sets. Obviously, you know that. You got the refs talking together, kind of summarizing what went wrong this first half. That's usually how we end up these ref meetings, saying, "Oh, by the way, you might have missed this," or "By the way, let's try to focus on this next time." Well, this team of refs are just doing amazing. Got Bruno talking to the Austrians and James talking to the British. Super fittingly.
Did you tell them as well, or should I? Yeah.
Look at the atmosphere here. Everybody really enjoying it, soaking it in, staying hydrated, hopefully.
Even for everybody at home, don't forget to drink water
Stay hydrated.
and eat your vegetables, and one day you might play on this court.
Damn it. Oh, great.
I wonder if we're going to see Andy Cott anymore this halftime. He did get injured first half.
Surely not. Surely he can't come back in.
You never know what's needed and what a player can get through when it's at this level.
I would be excited to see Lucas Decker coming on in the second half for Austria.
Yeah?
He won the mixed final for them in Croatia with a crucial last-second hit against England.
I remember.
Lions, in overtime set, I believe.
Phenomenal finals, yeah, one of the coolest ever. To be fair, that does make like a logical person to be wanting on court. For me, I actually want Hoffmann on court, number 8 for Austria. I saw only one of his games, but he played so phenomenally. I couldn't not be a fanboy of him.
Yeah, nicknamed Housey.
Housey?
Yeah.
Yeah, why for?
I'm not sure why, but I've definitely seen an improvement in his play, and he was my MVP for the opening exhibition game in the group stages, where everybody for the Austrian mixed team got on, and he was the one that stood out to me.
Yeah, it makes total sense. We haven't seen too much of him all these past 3 finals, obviously one of them being for the ladies. But I just want him on court right now. I want to see his power. He seems fun.
Looks like Austria are going to bring Andy Koch back on with Mitterauer, Leitinger, Neubauer, Anna Polony, and Metzler.
So. Yeah, I assume so. It makes sense to bring him back on court.
And
maybe
we're going to see.
He got a little bit better, you know.
Let's hope so. And we're going to see another change for England as well, with their vice captain, I believe, Nathaniel Christopherson coming on. Oh, and the young talent of Imi Sharp as well. It's players like that I'm really excited about, Fi.
They
players,
are the future of dodgeball, correct?
Right, so, like, I'm thinking about, like, how good can they be? Because they've been playing dodgeball since they were kids. Like, I started playing dodgeball when I was an adult at university sort of level. But if you've been playing since you were a child, and then you come into the adult game with all that experience, what levels can you get to as an adult? She's already won European champs.
Bro, you're getting my heart pumped right now because you're talking about big things right here. It's the fact that we got next generation dodgeball going on right now, and we're such a young sport that for people that have been playing for so long at an early stage of this dodgeball, it's just wonderful to listen to. And like, I'm so excited about next generation dodgeball because we see these world championships going on right now, yes, and they're all amazing, dodging, catching, moving, they're doing amazing. But what about next generation? What are they going to be able to do, you know? How are they going to change the game of dodgeball?
Will they take it up another level? Anyway, back to the action here in the second half. 20 minutes on the clock. England with 3 balls, 6v6. A couple of pump fakes, one thrown in at Leitinger, and he leaps over it very athletically.
There's been 2 throws so far, but no hits. Here's that third throw, but it's a block. That's the first hit on Andy Koch. He jumps straight up. Wait, there's a simultaneous hit on on Koning.
By Leitinger. Oh, 2-ball dodge from Mitterauer.
Mitterauer. Oh, that's a hard name.
You got it, though. You got it.
I was interviewing him yesterday after his victory, and he told me off for not knowing his name perfectly. Well, in all fairness, he was smiling at the same time. I think he was kidding.
If Sebastian's easier, that's his first name. There we go.
Moving on, I'm calling him Sebastian for everybody in chat. Number 30 is now on Sebastian. Thank you so much, bro.
What I really admire about Sebastian Mitterauer is his athleticism. He can go up and down the court really well, and he's great at drawing out that loose ball from opposition as he presses up the court.
I had a second talking to him earlier today, sitting in the balcony watching a game. He's been telling me he's waited 6 years for this game. The reason being is every single time there's been a competition, he's gotten injured right before.
That's
so
really
mentally,
unlucky.
He's been waiting 6 years for this game exactly. And he's saying, I've been preparing physically and mentally, but I just got injured last second. And this is his time to show off.
this is his time to execute. Will he be able to do it? They've got 5 players on court to England's 3 currently.
He's been prepping so much, so let's see what he can do.
He's got the hardest job on court at the minute. He's got Nathan Christopherson up against him. But instead, it's Imi Sharp releasing down the middle on Anna Polony. She tries to use her lateral movement to get out of the way, but she's struck in the legs.
And honestly, that great hit is also thanks to Nathan, because that pump fake is so crazy wild. I thought he was going to be the one releasing, but Sharp gets the hit.
That's a big hallmark of good dodgeball playing, is making the opposition move with your fakes, and then your teammate can go in and make the hit.
That's why dodgeball is the perfect team sport, because yes, you're getting the hit, but you're maybe only doing half of the work.
Yeah, an assist for Christopherson, then we're saying, eh?
Exactly. I believe next generation is going to be a lot of that, just statistics, where people are writing down statistics of player, how many catches, how many throws, how many dodges, but maybe also how many assists, how many double hits.
We saw Mitterauer there just drawing the ball off of Christopherson.
He baited that
looking
out.
To make an exchange.
No hits. But then Leitinger comes in, saves the day, gets the hit on Nathan.
Another tight set.
I'm telling you, every single one of these sets are ending up in only two, maybe 3 player difference.
Sometimes 1.
Sometimes
2 players
1.
that different made the difference that time at the end of 3 minutes, and it is 10-6 to Austria now.
Here we see that replay.
Ooh!
A phenomenal
Such a
throw.
big split jump, but just getting caught by the ball.
Amazing dodge for that matter, but just not quite there. That's another great throw. That's when we spoke about Nathan being a great... Here's that ball that collided in the air, but Leitinger saves the day, gets the hit. Phenomenal replay. And there's a hit on Leitinger, I believe. So technically, at the end of that set, there was only 1 player difference.
Meanwhile, Ndumbe has come on for England.
Steve.
He's made a hit on Schmidt, but he gets traded out by Leitinger. At the start of this set, you may have missed a hit on Christopherson from the wing, from Leitinger. He looked to catch it, but popped the ball up in the air and was unable to secure the catch before it hit the ground. So now they are trailing by 1 player.
Yeah, the chase started early on. There's only been 40 seconds, and England is chasing 1 player.
Lots of action already. Don't take your eyes off this. England with a 3-ball press. Single ball at Polony.
By Sharp, correct? Just phenomenal throw. Super powerful, and we can see it from here. There's a spin on that throw as well.
Why might you put a spin on a ball, Fine?
It'll be slightly harder to catch. So sometimes you can even go full power at your opponent's chest or box that we spoke about earlier. But if you put a spin on it, it might be a little bit too hard to get a hold of the ball. That's one of my specialities, where I might not throw the hardest, but I'll put a spin on it just for safety measures.
And it could be really useful if you're trying to break somebody's block as well. They might end up blocking it onto themselves, making themselves go out. Great honesty by the England Lion youngster there, Imi Sharp. Just hit out on the side, I think. 2v4.
Well said.
In Austria's favour.
Koningen doing one of his funny tricks, was throwing 2 balls. It worked out yesterday. We got a highlight of it.
Austria have to release 3. They do so on Koenig. They make a hit.
Koenig gets hit out. He says, I'm not sure what to do, guys. He's asking his teammate, we need to swap something out. Something is wrong. He's not used to this. Shaking his head, talking to his coach right now. Leitinger, all right, so here's what's going on right now. They're just wasting balls at this point. They're not interested in getting the hit. They're way more interested in playing timeout. That's the tactic. So here's the thing about that. They knew they were winning that set. They had 4 players against 1. Massive lead, obviously. So in their heads, they knew they were winning the set. Therefore, they were trying to play out the time, because time is their biggest enemy right now. That's the only way England can get back in this game.
And I think it was because of the catching threat that Hems presents. She's already caught really well in the first half. They don't want to give her any more.
Exactly, she has been catching everything.
So for that set, what crucially I think went wrong for England was the men not surviving long enough. And we're back in for the next set.
We got Koning being subbed out for the first time ever.
Energy on the wings from Britnell Craven. Power in the middle from Stephen Doumbé. Both wingers pressing forwards, forcing the opposition wingers back up court. Fantastic lateral dodge from Nikki Kremser at the back for the Austrian Eagles. High ball from Schmidt, way over the top of Doumbé, who crashes down to the ground.
We do have 3 big boys in England right now.
Are they going to try and blast out the opposition with power throws?
It seems like it. The mob comes out.
Britnell Craven hitting out Koch on the backtrack. Koch just placing his hands sort of like outside of his body, where it's more difficult to make a catch on the backtrack. And it's his hands that get hit.
He couldn't quite make up his mind if he wanted to go for the dodge or for the catch. He went for a little bit of both.
Well, that's not good.
That's too hard. If you're not committing to one of them, then the action might be that you get hit out instead. England coming up with 3 balls. A 1-for-1 that England will be super happy about.
Yeah. Free throw from Schmidt hits out the power arm of Stephen Doumbé, but there's a cover shot from his winger, number 27. That's Finlay Britnell Craven, which comes in down low onto Sava Schmidt and knocks him out.
We saw some love for Finland earlier, saying he should be in the starting 6. Now he finally is here. He's showing his power. He's gotten 2 hits out so far. You guys might be right in chat.
A young player, but he's already won the Super League with Leamington Spartans. High ball over the top of Nikki Kremser. It bounces back. England are going to have 3 balls again.
You never wanted to give England 3 balls here. Austria chasing. They need 1 more hit. Oh, a catch to just bring it up. It's
catch
4
and
on
a line
4.
fault afterwards. So Teresa going out to the outbox after that catch. Fantastic shot covering.
Kremser gets the hit
there
on Ward with a timeout.
Koch's not happy with that ball.
Saying, give me a better one. This is the World Cup finals. We need the best out of the best.
I think the impact of the heat has changed the composition of some of these balls. Like, they just absorb so much sweat and it makes them travel a bit slower. So maybe he was conscious of that. Meanwhile, out on the wing, there's a 2-ball attack on Abigawa.
And she couldn't quite get that catch in. I mean, Finley's been playing the game of his life.
But his team is 2 players down against the 4 of the Austrian Eagles in red. There's a 2-ball attack on Hems.
We need a catch or 2 hits to tie this up. What can Finley do here? He gets another hit on Andy Cox. This is the 2nd time he gets him out of this set.
You see how much lateral movement there was by Kremser there? Fantastic. Has she
phenomenal
managed to earn
dodger.
A couple of points for her team in this set?
There's a hit. Finley's by himself. He's got 13 seconds. That's one of the hits. He needs 1 more. That wasn't it. He needs to hurry up. He's got 5 seconds left on court. He goes for the catch rather than a blocking hit.
Phenomenal effort from Britnell Craven there.
Lighting, I knew exactly what he was doing. He said, I know it was risky to throw, but I knew what I was doing.
I really admire that play. Like, he was fighting right till the end of the set there.
Austria taking a timeout. Or perhaps it was England. But there's a timeout going on right now. Here's that replay. Here's the 2nd hit on Andy by Finley. Phenomenal play by Finley so far.
Yeah, he's had a good impact since coming on.
Here's that 3rd hit that Finley got, or 4th perhaps. And here's where Lightinger goes up here. He says, I know what I was doing. I know I wasn't supposed to throw there because there was 4 seconds left on the set. But I know what I placed it, and he was never going to catch that. Leitinger, mastermind, great tactics. Again, Leitinger was not supposed to throw there. There was 3 seconds left on the clock. But he knew what he was doing. That's why he's playing the finals.
Austria now with, would you say, a comfortable lead, 14-6 up?
4 sets lead is quite rough because there's only 10 minutes left. However, that's the 10 minutes of the match clock. That's not 10 minutes gameplay. Because remember, we said earlier, there's a 30 seconds removal of every single set. So you see the 10 minutes, yes, of match clock, not gameplay.
Must-win set for England then.
This next set might determine the entire championships, yes. There's a hit. There's a hit.
No, referee's
No hit.
calling bounce.
Yep. No hit there either. England releases one ball by Steve. We don't see... I mean, we did see both Jaya and Brett Koenig being slightly upset earlier, but will they stay off court, you think?
What we're seeing from these subs is high energy and pressing the court. When Austria go up with a 3-ball press, England are then putting their 2 balls on the wings and countering. They're running up after they've released one, putting pressure on those other players holding the balls to get back as quick as they can.
As he was saying that is exactly what Wood was doing at the same time. But Steve got hit. And there's a catch here. This is a rough set to make a comeback from. There's only 2 minutes left and England is down 2 players. But to be fair, that's only 1 catch and they're back to even. A lot easier said than done.
Gower with a great hit on Metzler.
She went for the right call because it was in her box. She said, I got it. But Abby with the power, a bit too hard.
Abby the power Gower.
Is Abby again? Maybe.
Oh!
Nicole almost getting that catch. Finley gets the first hit of the set.
There's an after throw from Mitharawa though that does get Gower out, so 4-3 to Austria currently.
We see Austria doing the same thing, honestly, by pushing them back on court. Leitinger tries to go for the tombstone. He gets hit out, but Andy chases him down, hunts him down.
Well, I think he needed to do that there because he put his teammate in the corner, literally.
That's,
he left him nowhere to dodge.
That is very well said. He did, in some way, sacrifice his teammate, but in return, he got Thomas Wood out. Some would say that would be worth it.
Well, they're 1 player up. We have 1 minute 13 left of this set, 8 minutes 27 left of the half. Play recommences.
They show England some love in chat as well. I mean, Finley with the accuracy, he's just a scary person at this point.
He's a man on a mission.
Massive guy, 1 mission, not much can stop him. There's ball on court because ball retrievers are not longer allowed to hold balls for too long. So you're forced to place it down.
Well, you want to get it in your teammates' hands as quickly as possible, really.
Sebastian telling Andy Koch, you gotta be punishing there. You can't just let him get me hit out and you do nothing about it.
So he's wanting his teammate to make a cover shot.
Exactly.
To avenge him immediately.
Exactly.
Right?
That immediate avenge, that protection that you need from your teammates. That's what Dodgeball is all about. Finley with the hunt. He's a scary person to look at. You don't want him chasing you down.
Oh!
Andy Koch with the dodge, as if he was never injured at all.
He is putting everything into this, flying about the court.
I'm sure his buddy will tell him later on, by the way.
Oh! Cross court from Finlay.
It looked like a hit, but...
Maybe that bounced?
But it bounced right before.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a clear bounce right before.
Because it travelled back, I thought it was a hit for a second. Oh, catch try!
Holy! Is that Sharp?
Yes, that's Sharp.
Sharp with the catch on the final seconds. That's
Clutch
unreal dodgeball.
Wow, that was literally the last second.
Unreal dodgeball. Here it is.
We saw
Yeah.
Leitinger pushed into the corner by Koch, who then
Koch
gets
said-
the revenge shot.
Cox said, I'm going to
Onward.
sacrifice you, but I promise I'll revenge you. There's that great dodge by Andy. Here
Such
is
close range
final
as well.
seconds of that set. That's a clear bounce there.
Yep.
2 misses. Here's the catch. Unreal dodgeball, and the timer ends right there.
Oh.
Next set has already begun, by the way.
There's already been 2 throws, none of them.
6 on 6 on court. 3 balls for England. Brett Koning back on court. This
Single
game is
ball
too
by
exciting.
Craven. He gets out Kremser.
Brett
Bitterauer
releases the 4th ball.
doing what he does so well. He just baited that ball out of him, leaving England with only 1 ball for protection. They do a 2-ball attack on the wing.
They release that 3rd ball. 4 ball for England. Brett is still alive.
They need to make a hit here.
Ward got punished for that.
2 balls
Unlucky.
on Leitinger.
I'm not
he is
sure-
so safe on the ball, though.
Yeah,
He's
that's the
excellent at
problem.
blocking.
Why would you throw 2 balls at the blocker when you get somebody else out? Especially if you're Brett Koning. You got that arm, you can get anybody out.
Yeah, if you've got 4 balls, I would be pressing home that advantage by spending 2 on an open player. That is a player
That
without a
doesn't
ball
have
to
a
block.
ball. No big shield that protects you.
Oof.
Holy, yeah, that kind of did look like a hit, but
It was close.
refs
It was
did not
close.
call it, and that's all that matters.
5v5.
I mean, it's dead silent in the stadium. I wish that's a phenomenal 1v1. Sebastian is upset with himself. He knows he's not supposed to be doing that. England is super happy with that trade.
Star play. That's been one of the best things about the England's performance so far, like the ladies taking big trades with the gentlemen.
Those trades are big.
2 balls at
he
Cock.
knew he was hit.
hit.
Yeah, it took him a second. That sometimes does happen. Sometimes you don't actually feel the ball.
Well, he was in a forward motion, getting ready to
Exactly,
counter, and it just clipped his ankle, wasn't
That's
it?
exactly what happened. Sometimes you just don't feel it until like your mind needs to tell you to recognize, by the way, you just got hit. All right, let me raise my hand. I'm out.
2 balls again
Great counter
at
by
Leitinger.
Leitinger.
Yeah.
England is no longer chasing, but they do really need this set.
Oh, they are chasing this. They are chasing the set.
That's the
difference.
hit we talked about. 3 balls for England, maybe 4.
Yes.
4 balls for England.
I think Austria are actually without any balls. All of the balls to England. Are they going to go for Leitinger here?
They are going for Leitinger.
Yeah, he's
No.
used huge laterals there. He was in
See-
the corner and then he's come all the way to the middle of the
Yeah.
court.
I would personally have gone for Metzler there because getting the hit is a little bit more important than getting which hit, in the sense that later on, both of the English ladies could trade themselves for Leitinger. This option is no longer on the table.
I don't know. I think whenever he's without a ball, that's when you want to try and get him because he's so safe on the ball. He's trying
No
to
more
track
throws.
the dodge.
No more throws
of
by England.
Bonsignore.
This doesn't matter. As long as no more throws by England, that's it. Leitinger, all right. Leitinger only had 2 balls. He threw both of them on Brett Koning. He does not have enough time to go back to the court, release that, get that other ball to release it one more time. That's why Brett Koning kind of baited himself. Hit me, because you're not getting both of my ladies out after that.
Well, there was a great inwards dodge using laterals by Bonsignore as well. Big props to her for that movement. Seeing a replay here, safe block by Gower. Good stuff.
Great hit by. Here's exactly what happens. Lighting got two balls here. He throws at Brett Koning. First one's a hit. And the second is a big dodge. And that's it. That England takes that set. Once again, one player different.
So tight. All of these frames, all of these
Every
sets.
single set has been super exciting. I can't be believing how exciting these games are. Usually during the set, the entire crowd is silent. They're all watching the game. They're wondering what's going on.
Well, it's going back and
such a
forth. Sometimes
final.
it's silent, and then sometimes it's erupting.
That's when a hit gets hit or a catch gets catched.
Amazing stuff here. Timeout called by England. Just trying to get that tactical information in. It is crunch time for them. This is the final. It's going down to the wire. Can they bring it back? It's 10-14. 3 minutes 12 to go. There's enough time for 2 sets.
Yeah.
They can do it.
They can do it. They need both sets right now. It's going to go to 90-second set if they do win both sets. But they need both sets right now. 3 minutes, 12 seconds left on the clock.
And I've got Britnell Craven on, who's shown fantastic athleticism up and down the court. Will he be pressing them again, forcing them back, making hits?
Lighting is not getting arrest this match so far.
You think Leitinger needs a rest? I think Leitinger's a machine.
I think Leitinger barely human. We don't really see any contesting for that mid ball. That means England is going to come up with the first attack. And they got 3 big arms. That's a big problem here. But Andy with the dodge.
Safe block by Britnell Craven, who was high up the court. England taking 3 balls, coming up the ball, going to do a coming up the court, going to do a press. Single ball released by Britnell Craven.
Great hit by Finley on Andy Carr.
He did a knee tuck jump, but his legs, his dangling legs was what got hit. Oh, after throw from Leitinger on board on the wing.
Holy, I can't believe what's going on right now.
This is so exciting.
It is so exciting. It's 5-on-5 on court right now. Oh, great dodge by Finley. But Kremser, I mean, her accuracy's been spot on this entire time. Did you see the
way he kicked out his legs there?
Way out of the court. You're right, never touched the line though. That's what's important. Leitinger with this smile. Such a charismatic guy.
Players call it, referee calling players to get your foot on the back line. Now step into court because we are back in action. Single ball pressed down the middle at Kremser. She can just sidestep out of the way.
Yeah. We need a little bit bigger pump so we can get those hits in.
Oh, duck down out of the way of that power throw from Theresa Neubauer. Blocked by Mitterrand on the wing. It's gone back to England. The possession will be theirs. Yes. The play ball will be on them if they don't release within 5 seconds, but they're pressing up the court high.
See, here's another thing about the set difference right now. Is the fact that if... Holy! Brett Koning with the toe shot on Leitinger.
Cross court. He wasn't expecting it. Mitterrand just slowing down the play, pressing up the court, but waiting for his team to get 3 balls, and make a group call. 1 ball release.
See,
running back.
England don't mind winning this on... Oh! She almost had that catch that would have turned the entire set different, bringing Andy Carr on court, but they almost didn't quite get there.
Did not quite get there indeed.
See, now Austria's chasing. Here's the thing about all of this, is even if Austria would have won this set,
1 minute remaining.
Called.
Oh, 2 shots in on the wing, and then there's an after throw from Mitterrand, hitting out the middle player. We're seeing 4v3 now.
Sebastian, great hit.
High pressure from Britnell Craven, forcing the Austrian Eagles to throw at him, keeping his teammates at the back of court safe. 3 ball press from England. It's a release cross court from Britnell Craven with another hit. He looks for a catch though, and the strong arm of Theresa hits him out.
All right, so cross throws has just been working. There's a hit. England 1 player up. There's 20 seconds left on the clock. It does not matter. We're gonna get a 90-second set after this.
It was a trade on the wing between Gower and
They just need to miss.
Theresa.
They get paid 2 now.
2 released, too high.
They're releasing, they're missing on purpose. That doesn't matter. There's a block. He's not going to go for the hit. It's not worth it. There's 1 second left on court. England takes the set. There's a 90-second set coming up right now.
They need to get this. They need to win this in order to bring it back to a draw.
I am full of hype. This is the most exciting finals we've got so far. Maybe the men's USA Austria was equally exciting as well.
Well, that one went toe for toe, didn't it?
Exactly.
It was like tight the whole way. This one, Austria have been out in front. England trying to get their way back, clawing their way back into the game. Referees calling for calm because the crowd is up on their feet.
We need to hear the whistle telling everybody calm down. I know it's the World Championships, but just for the whistle, and then you can cheer as much as you want. Only for the whistle, for the players' sake.
Let's go, Bruno. Big game for you as well,
Bruno.
referee. 3 balls won by England.
Wait, hold on. Final set. Decker, Lucas Decker is on court. We see that substitute.
Oh, Leitinger is out. Is this crunch time for Decker?
First 15 seconds.
Single ball at Mitterrand. Athleticism to jump over that.
Great dodge by Sebastian.
And Britnell Craven. Great dodge on the back foot as well.
Yeah.
Oh!
Lucas Decker, he only gets to 1 set.
And he's out.
Maybe he didn't get enough time to
warm
quite get into it, you know. It's not easy walking into a final like this.
It's hard. Really hard to come in and make a difference.
The mental game your team's been playing the entire time. England been playing the entire time.
Single
it's quite
ball
hard
spent
catching
down the
in
middle
on
there.
it.
40 seconds
40
remaining.
seconds left on clock.
6v4. Britnell Craven bounce it into the ground, doesn't need the hit, looking for a catch there.
That's the catch!
Gets the rebound
Sebastian
catch.
releases perfectly into Finley, but there's a catch rebound.
Metzler makes a catch to bring back in Leitinger. Keep your
Can't quite
eyes on
see
this
what
game.
happened there.
4v4.
Can't quite see what happened there.
It was
but there was
Metzler
a
making the
catch.
catch to bring Leitinger back in. Leitinger making a catch from the back track.
Leitinger gets the
Britnell
catch!
Craven failing to
There's
get a
5
catch.
on court! There's a hit there!
It's oh my goodness, it's 2v3. England coming up, pressing the
1
court.
second left!
Hit, dive on the ground by
That's
Zach.
game!
What has just
Austria
happened?
takes the game!
They've taken all of the games. They've won all of the
This
championships.
is 3 goals
Here
in a row!
What is this?
I can't believe what just happened in the last 15 seconds of the finals was the most action-packed 15 seconds of my life.
That was crazy. Another classic final fight.
Holy, the coolest 90 seconds that I've ever seen. There was about 15 catches, 45 hits, the phenomenal dodges of everybody. Metzer gets thrown up in the air. Woo! Big congrats to Metzer. She did get that final catch, getting Leitinger in and Leitinger gets a hit. I can't believe what's going on right now. Austria taking 3 gold medals in all 3 gold cloth categories.
Here at the Raiffeisen Sport Park in Graz, Austria, their home turf for the World Dodgeball Federation World Championships.
I gotta collect myself here.
Yeah, take a drink, Vi. This has been a crazy game, a crazy final, a crazy World Championships.
Just 2 champions. You know what they've been doing? They're practicing so well. This is the final that everybody wanted to see. It does not get it better than this, guys. I promise you, this is the best it will ever get.
Top level players, top level plays. Look at this craziness at the end. The jump dodge
Here
by
that is.
Oh!
That's the catch.
Britnell
Finley
Craven
drops
failing to
his
get it.
catch.
And then on the backtrack,
And there's 3
Leitinger
players
celebrating
left.
his tombstone catch.
5 for Austria. He gets the hit. So 3 on 4. 3 on 3. But that's the final throw right there. And that's why it was 2 on 3.
Great pausing on the line.
And Brett just doesn't have
By
enough
Kremser.
balls to do anything. He didn't have the ammunition. He had the power, he had the stamina. He was ready. He just did not have the ammunition. That final 15 seconds is something I've never seen before.
Amazing awareness by Kremser there. There was so much chaos. It was really hard to tell what was going on. She knew that they were up. She knew that they had 3 players versus 2. She knew not to throw. There had been so much back and forth, so much catching, and she held. And she held for the win. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a crazy game. This is why dodgeball should be your favorite sport.
Unreal sport. Like, we're gonna try to get a few of these players coming back here to talk to us. I'm gonna try to grab them right now. Rue, you hold down the fort. I'll be right back.
A phenomenal game from Britnell Craven when he came on. He's unlucky to be on the losing side. Such athleticism, such power, such great throwing from him. An amazing tombstone catch from Leitinger on the backtrack. Britnell Craven unable to secure his catch there. Head in hands. England pressing up the court as best they can. And we are going to have our first interview with the fantastic Andy Koch of the Austrian Eagles. Andy Koch. I'm joined now by Andy Koch. That was the craziest end to a final I have ever seen. What was that like? I could see tears in your eyes. What does it mean to you?
It means everything. It means the world to me. I told my team before this is going to be my last tournament. And the way we won that men's game and now that mixed game, I'm just emotionally drained right now. I went out for the last set because I was tired. I was out of it. I told Basti to get in, and the girls and the boys just made it happen. we almost lost that set and then just turned around. That's it. We won that game. It's
So much back and forth in the last set.
Yeah,
It looked like early on in the first half you caught an injury. What happened there? Can you give us a bit of insight?
Yeah, one of our best players, Lisa Lightfried, I think she re-injured her knee. She already hurt that knee, and it was tougher because, of course, she's like one of our best women. So
Yes, she has maybe the most powerful throw out
she's
of
like
all the women.
She's like
in-
our fourth man in mixed, and
Wow.
so that was tough for us. But the way this group just keeps believing and turning this around. I mean, congrats to England too. They were down really big, and then Finlay came in and actually had a really big impact, I think.
Absolutely.
And Brett came back in, and then they were just really good. They had some high pressure. I mean, they only had this game today. We had 2 games already, but congrats to England too. What a great match! I think all the people enjoyed that dodgeball match.
You could tell the crowd were loving it by the excitement, the noise, and then the quiet.
I know,
In certain parts, like
I
it just
know.
went. Everybody was just on the edge of their
I know,
seats,
I know.
watching on tenterhooks.
The tension was crazy, but it's such a great venue, and all the people coming, the atmosphere, it just lifted us up the whole tournament. I just want to say thank you to Max Golda especially. He's our men's coach, but he's the background of dodgeball, like it's all him. And we all have to thank Max Golda for this unbelievable work he does without being paid, right? He works like 40 hours a week only dodgeball next to his normal job. So big thanks to Max Golda, big thank you to my whole team. Big thanks to the Dodgeball World and the commentators. This was my last one. This was the best one.
Left everything out on court, Andy.
Yeah,
Well
man.
done, Brent.
We got 3 goals. That was the goal, and I think I can step away now.
Top of the world.
Yeah, man.
Well done.
Thank you, bro.
Well done.
Thank you so much.
And next up, we're going to be joined by the fantastic young talent that is Imi Sharp. Imi, commiserations. That was a crazy final to be a part of.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Obviously gutted for the team, but we brought our all.
You definitely
it came
did.
to the last second. That's
definitely
how
did.
It always should be. So
Yep.
proud
And
of the team.
you should be. And you personally should be super proud. You're one of the youngest England Lions, and you do the business out on court. You're already a champion.
Yeah.
Like, I've been saying to Fi, how exciting it is to watch the new generation of talent. Players like yourself who've been playing since childhood,
Yeah.
now coming into the adult game and performing on the biggest stage.
Yeah.
What is it like to play in an atmosphere like this with such a big crowd, with everybody watching at home? How does it feel when you're on court?
Yeah, no, it's incredible. It's the best dodgeball games that you'll ever play.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Whether you win or lose, like you can't be upset with the atmosphere and the crowd and how much it does for the sport.
And what's it like to be a part of the England Lions?
It's incredible. It's what has made me a good dodgeballer, a good person. It's been my life since I was like 13, 14. It's an incredible team to be part of. Incredible people. It's
Amazing.
amazing.
Who has been your favourite player that you've looked up to far in your young career?
Charlotte Desire,
Yeah?
100%. Yeah.
What
Ever
is it
since-
about her that you admire so much?
She's just such an incredible person. She has such respect for everyone. Everyone respects her. She's the perfect person to captain the women. Always stand up for us.
And was she captaining mixed as well? She's
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
leader, isn't she?
Yeah, she's incredible.
Yeah.
The person to captain every team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe one day you'll be captain of England, do you think?
Maybe we'll
Yeah?
see.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Well, commiserations, but congratulations. Silver, second place. That's something to really be proud of, Amy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Brew.
You are a champ.
Thanks.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Amy. Amy Sharp, everyone. Crazy. What a final! Oh my goodness! If you're excited, let me know in the chat. Come on. Going to be joined again by Fi. Thank you
back.
for sorting out those last second interviews.
Well
that was
done
awesome.
with the interviews. Well done. I mean, like this is it. This is the end of it. Now we got a few more processes of thanking everybody, the volunteers. Well, thank you, Brewer. Holy amazing job. Well done by you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'd just like to say thank you to everybody in the Dodgeball community. I think this will be the new beginning for me. Might be my last tournament.
Yeah?
But I'm hoping to do more commentary. It's been so fun sharing the commentary box with you, Fi.
I'd be so
and with
excited
David Paul.
listening to voice.
Oh my goodness. Like with games like this, and the sport as exciting as it is, I can't wait to do
Does not
more
get-
and more.
It just straight does not get better than this. This is so amazing. And we spoke about the next generation of dodgeball. I'm so excited about that. I do get emotional about it because it's such a cool concept to me to grasp. You know, what's dodgeball going to look like in 10 years? Or maybe even rules and stadiums and sportsmanship and sponsorships and stuff like that, everybody. So thank you for the 500 live commentators at once. We peaked at 500 something. And we're going to have thousands of views on these videos.
Yeah.
So
If
well
you
done,
if you watched
everybody.
this game and you saw how exciting it was, share it. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with people who you think would be
Yeah.
interested.
If
And
he's-
grow the sport of dodgeball.
If you saw anything cool with anything that you just watched right now, tell your friends about it. Like, this is how we grow. It's thanks to y'all. We're doing our part. Maybe you can help us out a little bit as well. Tell your friends about it. This is how dodgeball grows. Thank you, guys.
Next up, we're going to have the medal ceremony and then the after party. Come on!
It's gonna be great tonight. I believe every 600 person here is gonna be partying tonight. A lot of people celebrating. It's gonna be phenomenal.
It's amazing how sport brings people together, right?
Yeah, yeah. Dodgeball more than anything else, honestly. Of course, everything else as well, but I'm still hyped about what just happened.
Well, the dodgeball community is amazing, isn't it? It's really like welcoming, and anybody can come in and play, and
That is very
you'll be
true.
welcomed with open arms.
Very well said.
Yeah.
If that's it for you, I've got nothing more else to add.
Just-
I want to say
yeah.
thank you from myself as well. Thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you for chatting with us. It's just been a great being here for you guys. I can't
you.
believe I got to do the final game
Oh.
with you, Brew. I think it was a big honor for me.
Come on.
Yeah, great.
Thank you to the tech team as well, working behind the scenes. Big up to all
Alright.
of you, and the refereeing volunteers, and the organisers, social media volunteers.
Yeah.
So many people helped to put this event
A
on.
million people to thank.
Yeah, it takes an army, so if you're one of the volunteers helping out here, one of the organisers, you've done amazing. Thank you, you've done your job, and come on, get involved. Dodgeball's the best sport in the world.
Let us end off with saying thank you all for everything. This is us signing off the 2024 Dodgeball World Championships here in Austria, Graz. Thank you, guys.
Austria, 3-time champions in cloth. Wow. Wow. Well done, mate.
Well done as well.